Research has shown us that inheriting a particular gene doesn't necessarily predispose someone to a life of crime, but add in an abusive or violent childhood or another negative factor, and that risk greatly increases. Beller, 2011. There are many factors that can result in criminal behavior. Some of these factors can be environmental. Some of these environmental risk factors can include socialization, education, poverty, family structure, parenting practices, and delinquent peers. A lack of socialization may be a risk factor to criminal activity. Socialization may refer to the developmental period where the ideals of morality and socially acceptable behavior are instilled in a child. Sociological and environmental factors of criminal behavior, 2000. Without the proper socialization, a child may lack a sense of what acceptable behavior is. A child must be taught right from wrong with consequences. Criminal behavior may be seen as normal or acceptable behavior if the child is not taught the consequences of bad behavior at an early age. A lack of education is also a risk factor for criminal behavior. Education can allow for greater success in life. Those who lack education may find other methods for obtaining wealth and success. These methods may often be illegal. Those with learning disabilities and those with lower IQs are also more likely to participate in criminal behavior. It can be important for schools to take special care to assess the needs of those with learning disabilities. This can be important to allowing success and preventing future criminal behavior. Poverty is another big environmental risk factor for criminal behavior. Crime becomes a means by which the offender is able to obtain the basic needs and to take care of his or her family. Those who live in poverty may be more likely to engage in criminal behavior as a means to survive. Areas of low income and high unemployment often have a higher rate of crime because of the stress and strain that poverty produces. Communities that are ridden with poverty may see an increase in crimes such as drug trafficking, theft, and prostitution. Poverty is an important issue within the United States and may have a big factor in the trends and patterns of criminal activity. Other environmental factors that may affect crime trends and patterns are the issues found within the family dynamic. This can include abuse, neglect, lenient parenting, weak family bonds, poor communication, and parents who are criminals themselves. Jones, 2005. Statistics show the alarming amount of children who suffer abuse at a young age. One child abuse report is made every 10 seconds. Also, 90% of child sexual abuse victims know the perpetrator, and 68% are family members. 60% of people in drug rehabilitation centers were abused as a child. Children's Bureau, a leader in child abuse prevention and treatment, 2011. This abuse and neglect may lead to a higher risk of criminal behavior that may continue into adulthood. This abuse may aid in the trends and patterns of crime in the United States. Being around delinquent peers may also increase the likelihood of criminal behavior. According to the social learning theory, children may mimic the behaviors that they witness at a young age. This means that if children grow up around those who treat criminal activity as normal behavior, the child will be more likely to grow up to engage in such behavior. These influences can be a child's friend, teacher, grandparent, etc. Environmental factors may account for the many crime trends and patterns that we see in our society today. These environmental factors may aid in criminal behavior because they are the everyday problems that offenders face. These problems may cause everyday ordinary people, or even individuals who are abused at a young age, to engage in criminal activity. These factors can help us to better understand the patterns and trends of criminal behavior, as well as to better prevent future criminal activity.